You've probably heard the saying, calories in, calories out. It seems simple enough, right? Eat fewer calories than you burn, and you lose weight. Sounds straightforward, but here's the catch. Our bodies aren't that simple. They are incredibly complex machines, constantly adapting and changing based on what we fuel them with. Now, imagine your body as a high-performance car. Would you only ever use one type of fuel? No, you'd need a versatile engine capable of running efficiently on different sources: gasoline, diesel, even biofuel depending on the situation. Similarly, our bodies are designed to utilize various energy sources: glucose from carbohydrates, fatty acids from fats, and ketones derived from protein and fat breakdown. This ability to switch between these fuels seamlessly is known as metabolic flexibility. It's the key to unlocking optimal energy production, weight management, and overall health. However, in our modern world, with its abundance of processed foods, refined sugars, and sedentary lifestyles, we've become metabolically inflexible. Our bodies have adapted to rely primarily on glucose, much like a car running solely on gasoline. This can lead to a host of problems. We feel sluggish, crave sugary treats constantly, struggle to maintain a healthy weight, and become more susceptible to chronic diseases like type 2 diabetes and heart disease. Think about it. When you consume a high-sugar meal, your body releases a surge of insulin, designed to shuttle glucose into your cells for energy. But if this process becomes overactive due to constant sugar exposure, your cells become resistant to insulin. This resistance forces your pancreas to produce even more insulin, creating a vicious cycle that ultimately leads to impaired blood sugar regulation and weight gain. This metabolic inflexibility is not just about weight. It affects our energy levels, mood, sleep quality, and even cognitive function. We may experience brain fog, difficulty concentrating, and increased fatigue, all signs of our bodies struggling to efficiently utilize their fuel sources. The good news is that we can reverse this trend and regain metabolic flexibility. Just as a high-performance car needs the right fuel and regular maintenance, our bodies require a shift in dietary habits and lifestyle choices to optimize energy production and improve overall well-being. This documentary will guide you through the science behind metabolic flexibility, revealing actionable steps you can take to unlock your body's full potential and achieve lasting health and vitality. So, how exactly does our body become inflexible in its energy production? And what happens at a cellular level when we're unable to switch between these fuel sources effectively? Building on this, let's delve into the fascinating world of biochemistry and physiology to understand the mechanisms behind metabolic flexibility. When you consume carbohydrates, your body breaks them down into glucose, which serves as the primary energy source for your cells. This process is facilitated by insulin, a hormone produced by the pancreas that acts like a key, unlocking cells to allow glucose entry. However, when we consistently overconsume carbohydrates, especially refined sugars and processed foods, our bodies become accustomed to this constant influx of glucose. This can lead to insulin resistance, a condition where cells become less responsive to insulin signals. As a result, glucose accumulates in the bloodstream instead of being effectively utilized by cells for energy. This persistent high blood sugar triggers the pancreas to produce even more insulin, creating a vicious cycle. Over time, this chronic overproduction of insulin can suppress the body's ability to utilize fat as an energy source, leading to impaired metabolic flexibility. Studies published in the journal Diabetes have shown that individuals with insulin resistance exhibit reduced rates of fat oxidation, meaning their bodies struggle to break down and use stored fat for fuel. This leads us to another crucial aspect of metabolic flexibility: the ability to switch between glucose and fat as energy sources, depending on your body's needs. During fasting or periods of low carbohydrate intake, your body naturally turns to stored fat as its primary energy source through a process called ketogenesis. In this state, the liver converts fatty acids into ketones, which can be used by the brain and other tissues for fuel. A study published in the New England Journal of Medicine demonstrated that individuals who follow a low-carbohydrate diet experience significant improvements in insulin sensitivity and fat metabolism, highlighting the importance of breaking free from our reliance on glucose. However, metabolic inflexibility isn't just about carbohydrates and fats. It also involves other crucial nutrients like proteins. When you consume protein, your body breaks it down into amino acids, which can be used for various functions, including muscle repair, hormone production, and energy generation. While the body primarily uses glucose and fat for energy, amino acids can contribute to energy production through a process called gluconeogenesis, where they are converted into glucose in the liver. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that consuming adequate protein during periods of fasting or low carbohydrate intake can help maintain blood glucose levels and support overall metabolic flexibility. Understanding these intricate biochemical processes sheds light on the importance of a balanced and varied diet for maintaining metabolic health. A crucial aspect of metabolic flexibility, however, lies in understanding why standard advice often falls short and leaves individuals struggling with weight management and energy fluctuations. The truth is, most conventional dietary recommendations operate under the assumption that our bodies primarily function on a single fuel source, carbohydrates. This approach, while seemingly logical at first glance, overlooks the intricate interplay between glucose, fat, and protein metabolism that governs our energy production. Building on this understanding, we can delve into the root cause of why these well-intentioned guidelines often lead to unintended consequences. The problem arises when diets overly emphasize carbohydrates, particularly refined sugars and processed grains, at the expense of other vital macronutrients like healthy fats and protein. This imbalance throws off the delicate hormonal equilibrium responsible for regulating blood sugar levels and fat storage. Imagine your body as a high-performance engine, meticulously designed to utilize various fuel sources for optimal performance. When you consistently pump it full of sugary carbohydrates, it's akin to forcing it to run solely on unleaded gasoline. While this might work initially, the engine starts to sputter and struggle in the long run. The excessive glucose intake leads to a rapid spike in insulin levels, which promotes fat storage rather than energy utilization. This creates a vicious cycle where you crave more carbohydrates for a quick energy boost, perpetuating the dependence on sugary fuel and hindering your body's ability to efficiently burn fat. This constant reliance on glucose also deprives your cells of the essential signals required to activate fat-burning pathways. When your body senses a steady supply of readily available sugar, it doesn't need to tap into its fat reserves for energy. This leads to a decreased sensitivity to insulin and a condition known as insulin resistance, which further exacerbates the problem by making it harder for your body to regulate blood sugar levels. This is precisely where metabolic flexibility comes in. It's the ability of your cells to seamlessly switch between using glucose and fat as fuel sources depending on your energy demands and physiological state. Think of it like a versatile engine, capable of running efficiently on both gasoline and diesel. When you prioritize a balanced diet rich in healthy fats, protein, and complex carbohydrates, you equip your body with the tools it needs to achieve this metabolic flexibility. However, achieving this optimal state isn't just about what you eat. It's also about how you move and manage stress. Regular physical activity plays a crucial role in improving insulin sensitivity and boosting your body's ability to utilize fat for energy. It sends signals to your cells that fuel is readily available and encourages them to tap into their fat stores for power. Furthermore, chronic stress can wreak havoc on your metabolic flexibility by disrupting hormone balance and promoting insulin resistance.